Hey Ryan, I figured a video would probably capture this a little bit better than some photos to explain. But you can see right here, it's kind of hard to tell, but this is masking tape that's stuck down in here. You can see where they painted it. They claim that they did not paint the entire bumper, but you have to tell me how masking tape and that comes off the factory. And if that came off the factory, then I'd like to discuss something more than this dealership. I know that's not factory because the tape is still stuck to it. But regardless, they claim they didn't paint the whole bumper, and they did. You can see how it's orange peeled here. That's actual. It's the actual paint job that they put on it. Again, claiming that they did not paint the whole bumper when they in fact told me they did paint the whole bumper. That's just dirt. I'm trying to show you how it's orange peeled. And very poor paint job. Again, they're claiming they did not paint the entire bumper. Got some splash down here, but you can see the runs right here in the paint, and it looks a lot worse in person. I mean, that's a pretty good showing of it there. And again, if you pull back and look at it, you can see that it's two-toned. Even in the video, they said it's the daylight. I mean, you can clearly see this is very light and this is very dark. Much darker than the top. This piece had a little crack in it, was busted out. This piece had a scuff on it. So it was a little scuff here and a little scuff there. I have the original video and pictures. You can see right here where they tried to tape it off and pulled the tape off and pulled some of the paint off. Then there's this is the factory little push button thing they painted over, and then this one had a crack and they used that. It just looks junkyard, like they just found whatever they could and went with it. And then of course we have the overspray onto the running board. Tape still stuck to it, so you can see it's a quality job done by this quote-unquote bumper guy. So again, to me, I can clearly see that is two different colors. Of course, they said once they buff it out, it'll all look the same. And then when I get there, they claim it's not. They also claim that they did not paint the entire bumper, but again, if that came from the factory with masking tape stuck in it, and you can see where apparently Mike was trying to tell me that it was pushed out already. It was not. Nowhere to if it was nowhere to this extent. You can see they probably tried to pull it out to get the tape out that they had jammed down in there and couldn't, and that's the result. So anyway, I had a perfectly good bumper with just a couple of little dings in it. I can understand how they may have felt like they were doing the right thing by painting the entire bumper. However, the bumper guy botched it. That was really the downside. I mean, here's great proof that you can see how it's two different colors. And all the used car manager, Chuck Johnson, I think is his name, keeps telling me is you're the only one who's going to notice that. You're the only one who's going to notice that. No one else can see that. And then of course he told me when I saw the runs and everything else, and he said, well, what did you expect? You only left it with us for 2 days. It was actually 2 days, but he said you left it with us for a day and a half. And that's what I'm looking at. So I paid all this money for a car, and again, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And here you go, show this too. You can see where they taped it off, and now the original paint is under there, and this is where the tape mark is, and it runs all the way down the entire length of the bumper. Some spots got like a little spray. I mean, it's just totally botched. And here you can clearly see the dark silver against the light silver. It's just not the same at all. They just did a really piss poor job, and that's the result. And that's it. There's been many other issues regarding this. Detailing wise, it was supposed to be cleaned and detailed. I took it back twice to be detailed, and it wasn't done both times. But anyway, there you have it.